All right, got one left. This is, if you were watching 2 weeks ago, I pulled this one first from the samples. It is the Sovereign Blair Athol 12-year-old first fill sherry butt, 59% alcohol by volume, non-chill filtered, not colored, from Donner Pass Whiskey. 59% ABV. And yes, this time I have a spoon. Let's put this aside here and let it all hang down to the side of the bottle and get ready. So the Sovereign, I guess, is an independent bottler, and it's 12-year-old Blair Athol, first fill sherry butt. So it should have, it's 12-year-old. Right away I'm getting some dark fruits, dark ripe fruits. Figs, dates, raisins, prunes. That's what comes to my mind. Smells nice. If there's any caramel or vanilla, if there's any, most of it is covered up by the dark, ripe prunes, figs, dates, and raisins. Let's see what happens when I coat the sides of the glass. And sheeting action at 59%. Small, tiny trails. Small trails of small, tiny droplets. Yes. Still got some water. Nice. I think my palate is pretty well cleansed at the moment. Now, I'm getting just a little bit. Just a little bit of matches. Matches being struck. A little bit of sulfur. Just a hint. Not overpowering, just a little bit of sulfur. Just a tiny little bit of, a little soupçon of rotten egg. This may not necessarily be to the detriment of the whiskey. It may be all right. But that's often what happens with sherry casks. Fortunately, I'm not super sensitive to the sulfur, but I do pick it up on occasion with sherry casks. So, dark ripe fruits, and then a little bit of A little bit of sulfur, but not too much. Let's see what we get on the palate. Ooh. Hot. 59% alcohol by volume. It's hot. Sherry cask. I get the dark fruits, yes, but in equal measure with the dark fruits, I get the sulfur. I'm going to have to add some water. Let's take a whole spoon and just put it in there, and let's see what happens. It's not chill filtered and it's not colored. Excuse me. I'm going to have an oat cake. I'm going to cleanse my palate completely. That absorbs all the flavors. It gets rid of everything. Now, I'm going to try it again. Did I bring it down to the low 50s or the mid 50s for 59? Something like that. Okay. With the additional water, it is more palatable. It's not quite as hot. Get the last drops out of here into my glass. %59%. Okay, now with the addition of water, I'm not getting as strong notes of dark fruit that I was getting earlier. And thankfully, I'm not getting as much sulfur as I was getting earlier. It's okay initially. And then it transitions to dark fruits and a little bit of sulfur on the finish. And that's with the addition of 1 spoonful. Also, because it's bottled at 59%, it is packing quite a kick. Oh yeah. This may be my last whiskey of the night. And if I burp, well, I'm sorry. I made these 3 videos in rapid succession. I wonder what this one costs. Would I buy it? Well, that all depends on the price once again. But first fill sherry butt at 59%. It's probably not a cheap one. I know that Donner Pass Whiskey is always very generous with what he sends to me. I still have a box that should be on the way to him soon. I just need to get a little bit of money together to do that, because other things take precedence, like rent and groceries. And once I've got those things in hand and I've got a few extra bucks, then I'll be able to make some samples make their way to him. The samples were intercepted by U.S. Customs and sent back to me. So maybe they're on their way to you by now, Tim. Thanks for this opportunity for letting me try this Blair Athol from the Sovereign. I don't even know if I can get any bottlings from the Sovereign around here. I don't think I've ever seen one. Anyway, that's about the end of it all. Slanchava!
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food quick.
Yeah.